Welcome to Tea for Lunch, a weekly show powered by Arcade.
Each week, we'll serve you the top stories we're following in social media, celebrity, entertainment, and tech in 15 minutes or less. You can catch the show live on Instagram every Thursday at around noonish Mountain Standard Time, or you can catch the replay on all podcast providers and YouTube. Today, we're your hosts. I am Mitzi, and you are?
Michael
Payne.
Mike Danger Payne.
Mike Danger Payne.
Yeah, we're here, and I feel like I came out of a bit of a fog to sit down at this table and be on Tea for Lunch today, just because there's lots going on, but
Yes.
Lots of good things.
If you're one of those people where it's like things are slowing down at this time of year, I'm very jealous because things just feel like they're ramping up. Literally onboarding like new clients this week, next week.
I'm not jealous. I want it to be ramping up.
Oh, okay, yeah. But it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Plus, I'm doing Vlogmas in addition to all this. Plus, buying Christmas gifts for everyone.
You're not done buying Christmas gifts yet?
I have to do stockings, which is easy. Like it's like stuff you need and like all the little stuff, but it kind of like the little
knickknacks.
That kind of thing piles up.
For sure.
Plus, I'm doing Elf on the Shelf for our kids, which takes a lot of brain power at the end of my day, which I don't have lots left to give, but it's been good.
I've been meaning to say I can step in and do some.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of weeks has been hard for me to like even comprehend doing that. But yeah, I feel like I got to the other side of a mountain the last couple of days, and I feel like I'm slowly starting to make my way down towards Christmas.
Nice. I do appreciate that you have been liaising with our client on Elf on the Shelf. Like our daughter's...
It's a tricky client.
It is a tricky client.
She's hard to read.
But she's been very clear this year, which I appreciate. Yeah. She'll tell you, oh, I hope our elves do this tomorrow, and I hope that they like are on top of the Christmas tree, like, which is nice because then you give me that tip and then I do it.
Yeah, then it just like really doesn't take as much creativity. We just prescribe. We just make the brief really clear.
Yeah, I feel like the last week before Christmas, I'm going to do all the elaborate stuff. Like I have like folders saved on TikTok and Instagram, all of these crazy like Elf on the Shelf situations. I'm going to do that all the last week when we're not working.
I also think actually now that there's two elves, it makes it a little bit easier because they can like kind of be in cahoots and like do some sillier things, and it can be more interactive scenes.
So you're glad we have two elves. Because you weren't at the beginning.
I didn't say glad. I said it just makes it easier in that context.
More magical, right?
Can bring more ideas.
Yeah, more spirited.
More interactive scenes is what I said. Yep.
Spirited is the vibe.
Spirited. Yeah, so this morning Elena actually had said that she hopes that the elves overnight will change the way the star on the Christmas tree is facing.
Say less.
So she's already like turning into a mini stylist.
She is a creative director. She also, we can stop talking about our kids right after this, but it's also funny how she's so particular about colors. Like for her birthday cake, she was very clear about no orange and blue.
She wanted a rainbow cake, but no orange and blue.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, we might have a little creative director on our hands.
Yeah, a little intern.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Besides that, we had our epic Christmas holiday party last week, which was so fun, if I do say so myself.
We ran it back. It's hard to envision how you can level up each year or like make it different or make it unique and special. But you and Danny, you figure out how to do it.
It was so fun. And that's something I've been planning for a while. And Danny Anderson, who's our amazing event producer, she is so good at it and she has so many fun ideas. And I feel like I was the least involved I've ever been. And I was the most proud. So it goes to show I should just kind of let her do her thing. Yeah. We had a huge long table. That was my favorite part, just seeing everyone around the table. And then we got the photos back from our event. And we do this thing called like Secret Santa. And when we all open the gift in front of everyone and everyone takes turns opening their gift. And then they have to guess who was their Secret Santa. And I was surprised by how fun that was.
Yeah, and I was surprised by how many got it right the first guess.
It was amazing.
I fumbled the bag a little bit and I left the shipping label on the box that I used to wrap.
Yeah.
So it said my name on it. So it was so easy for Drew to say, oh, this is from Mike, which is embarrassing. But I had also like impromptu decided that anyone who guessed it right on the first try was going to get a gift certificate.
A gift card of their
choice. Card,
yeah.
And I expected it to be like 2 or 3 people and it ended up being like 8, I think.
I know. I don't know why you decided that last minute because you spent enough on that party.
I don't know.
You're just like, should we do this?
It was in the festive moment. It felt like Santa Claus. You know? Yeah, I was wearing a
Anyways.
cardigan and sunglasses.
Yeah, you're wearing sunglasses. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen the pics, go check them out on the feed.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if you haven't already, follow us on TikTok. We are so close to 10K followers. So our Hello Arcade on TikTok.
Check it out. It's a little unhinged.
Right.
Should we do the
That's
sip?
all. Let's do it.
Take it away.
Okay, it's time for the sip, your weekly rundown of the top stories happening in social media. Let's do it. Instagram has added looping videos to notes. WhatsApp has added pinned chats to help users focus on the most important conversations. New research has shown that YouTube is the top social app for teens. And Threads, yes, we're still talking about Threads, has finally rolled out topic tags globally, which are like hashtags, but not.
I kind of like that. I've seen it so far, and I like you use the hashtag to make it a tag, but then the hashtag disappears.
Threads, I don't know her. Like, I have not thought about Threads in so long, so I have no idea what hashtags look like, what topics are.
Your Vlogmas videos could be going viral on Threads. Who knows?
But you don't share videos on Threads, I thought.
But you can, just like you can post videos on Twitter. X, I
Interesting.
mean.
X.
X still hasn't taken for me.
From the sip, I think it's so interesting that YouTube is the top social app for teens. It makes me feel like, am I too old for YouTube?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
I don't think so at all. I think
just have to
YouTube is a place for everyone. It's just like even growing in popularity with teens.
Yes.
The thing that I literally could care less about is notes on Instagram. Like,
I don't even get notes.
why are
I
they
showed
iterating
you.
on this feature? Just delete it.
Yeah, if you have Threads, what do you need notes for?
What do you need notes for regardless? It just
Yeah.
exists in this weird section of Instagram, and like 6 of your, 800 people you follow use it, and it's always kind of like niche or an inside joke or something that's trying to be like overly witty.
I don't even see notes. Like I showed you my Instagram, like
True.
it's gone. It's done.
I wish mine was gone. Get it out of here.
Well, yeah. Let's do some other stories.
Okay. For our first main story, on the heels of the Netflix Cup, which was a golf sports situation. It was with some of the most popular Formula One drivers from the Netflix special about Formula One against some of the golf athletes from, I'm blanking on what it's called. Is it called Upswing?
I don't know, but I just think it's so funny that you said like the golf sports situation. Like, what is the tournament? But it's also funny because today I was in a meeting this morning and they were talking about golf courses, and I was trying to like write a note about it. And I said, like, I wrote like golf, and I blanked on what courses is. Like, what is the term for where people go to golf?
Nice. You're like golf field,
I
golf arena,
I think I typed golf stadium, and then I was like, that's not right. Like, what is the word?
golf
We are
lane.
not in the golf arena.
Nice. The golf course, the fairway. Anyways, Netflix did something called the Netflix Cup, which was Formula One athletes golfing in a tournament against golf athletes. And I think it was popular. I didn't watch it, but
Clearly.
what I'm excited about is the Netflix Slam, which is it's a live tennis event with Rafael Nadal and Carlos Alcaraz, which are both Spanish tennis players. And Carlos is the kind of the young up and comer. He's currently ranked 2nd in the world. And then Rafael Nadal, we all know who he is. He's like one of the most iconic tennis players ever. So additional players and matchups will be announced at a later date. But after running the Netflix Cup, they're running it back with this tennis experience at the Wynn in Las Vegas. It'll be produced by Connor Schell and David Chamberlain's Full Day Productions. And the reason I wanted to include this is because they're the company not only behind the Netflix Cup and the ESPY Awards, but also the Oscars Red Carpet Show and the NFL Honors. So they're obviously bringing in heavy hitters, people with experience, because we know Netflix hasn't always done great with live events.
They have not. Remember Love is Blind?
Exactly.
One thing, like, why doesn't Netflix do award shows?
They should.
They should.
And even the fact that they're bringing in people with award show experience is interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
that alludes to a different kind of future.
That'd be nice.
But Netflix continues to dabble with live sports. It doesn't look like they'll be acquiring any major broadcast rights anytime like YouTube and Amazon have. But Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said in July that they are focused on sports-adjacent programming, which if you've been following Scan Club or Tea for Lunch, you're not surprised about. There are whispers that the events will tie to future docuseries as well.
That's exciting to me because I really want to see a Beckham-like documentary on Serena Williams. Wouldn't that be so
Say
epic?
less. That would be awesome.
It would be so good.
Yeah, just in tennis in general would be really interesting.
Coco Gauff.
It would be cool to have some around marathon runners or like triathlon runners too. Even how like knowing that Tiffany and Co. partnered up with the Shanghai Marathon for their medals and everything. Like that was such an interesting partnership. I'd love to start to see some of these marathon athletes and kind of the big brand and art collisions that are happening in that space.
They should do one on the New York Marathon because it's
that'd be
so
awesome.
like emotional and it's such like an interesting course because it goes through all the boroughs and then so many different types of people. You need to qualify for the marathon like most marathons, but one of the ways to qualify is doing like charity work. So a lot of people qualify through that, and I think there's so many cool stories from that.
Yeah, for sure. And shameless plug, we just did a Waves episode with a guy from the sports marketing world. His name's Shahab Mayer.
Right.
And we talked a lot about athletes and marketing and PR, and it's worth the listen or the watch.
Yeah, why
if you're
not?
on YouTube.
Throw it up next.
Let's go Google.
Let's do it. Google has released a video that shares their 25 years in search. The video comes on the heels of their 2023 year in search report, which had some really interesting standouts. The most searched person and athlete was Damar Hamlin. The most searched actor was Jeremy Renner, random. The most searched movie, no surprise, Barbie. The most searched musician, Shakira.
Let's go.
The 25-year roundup featured fun, nostalgic moments like the most searched cast, which was the Harry Potter cast. The most searched fashion icon is Rihanna. The most searched boy band, BTS, of course. The most searched performance, Beyonce. Unclear about whether it's Renaissance or Coachella, but still good.
Or both.
Most searched Pokemon, random. Pikachu, obviously. The most searched challenge, the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS. Did you ever do that, by the way?
No, but
I feel like you would have.
That was like peak COVID content for sure.
Not COVID, pre-COVID.
That was during COVID, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Way before COVID, pre-COVID.
I thought it was around the SGN time.
No, it was before that.
All right, whatever. It all blurs together at this point.
This video that they released for their top 25 years of search, it was so emotional to me. I was like tearing up. Did you watch it?
I haven't, no, but I should.
It's something you wouldn't tear up at, but it's like right up my alley.
It's like the TikToks you always want to show me, and I'm just like, cool.
Literally. I was like, can you imagine what that would feel like? And too much of an empath, which I just learned what that meant.
You are not.
You don't think?
No, you are not an empath. Stop. You're emotional, yes, but you're not an empath. We'll talk more about that later.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I am.
No, you're not. And I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to offend anyone.
You might be gaslighting me.
Oh, you're not. Just trust. Just trust.
All right.
Okay, for our last story, McDonald's has officially launched an adult Happy Meal. Speaking my love language, in Canada, the Happy Meal features a box and toys that are named and designed by New York-based artist Kerwin Frost, who, if you haven't looked him up, he's got a vibe. And I feel like I definitely want to get some of these collectibles. But McDonald's has been promoting the boxes heavily on social. Users are starting to share their thoughts. I don't know what their thoughts are, but I like it. Mm-hmm. Right now, you can collect one of the 6 McNugget buddies, which who wouldn't want a McNugget buddy? Like, say no more.
That sounds like clutter. Or we should get these on Fridays, and it should be in our kids' stockings.
I thought you were going to say like on the shelf here at the office.
It's not going to stay on the shelf.
Maybe. Have you seen the buddies yet?
Actually, it could be part of marketing history.
That's what I'm saying. It's about twice the size of a kid's meal and can either include 10 chicken nuggets or a Big Mac, let's go, with the medium fries and medium drink, plus your collectible toy. Seeing the rise of nostalgia among brands this year, the move is not surprising for us, but it's definitely fun, and I'm here for it.
It's about time they had adult Happy Meals.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this is marketing gold. Like, why wouldn't you do this?
Mom and Dad need a toy, too.
Yeah. Well, no, I have no interest in the toy, but I like
Well, then what's the point of the Happy Meal? You could just get a 10 McNugget
for my
meal.
kids.
So
I just like the packaging. I always have been
You
a
just want
sucker
your
for
food in a
packaging.
box instead of a bag.
Yeah, I just want to like take the photo of the box. And honestly, that is valid. Like I'm sure lots of people could care less about the toy, although it's cool, like no shade. It's just like I don't keep stuff like that, for myself.
They won't be serving any diet drinks as part of the Happy Meals.
Stop. They will. It's for adults.
All right. It's for adults.
Diet Coke, the McDonald's Diet Coke is like well known as one of the best ways to drink Diet Coke.
Okay. Would you go for 10 McNuggets or a Big Mac?
10 McNuggets, obviously,
Too bad they don't have a quarter pounder option
with lettuce.
with lettuce. Well, on that note, now that we've wet your palate, go eat something more substantial, like a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Cheers.